Well, one of the debates I want to start, and I think I've already started it successfully in certain circles in India, but I want to tell you about it, is I want to challenge the notion of minority. Because right now, minority is defined incorrectly according to me. The criteria for minority is incorrect. I ask the following question. If you were to go to India and see a McDonald's restaurant, and just because the McDonald's restaurant has 20 employees, and there are, it's just a small restaurant, 20 employees, you would not say this is a minority restaurant. Because what matters is not that one at McDonald's in isolation. What matters is that this is one branch out of 50,000 branches in the world. The whole thing is one global enterprise. So as a global enterprise, McDonald's is not a minority. It is not. It is only one little restaurant. You don't take it in isolation. The same way, a church, one little church may be, okay, there's a minority group, but the church is part of a huge Vatican empire, a global empire. The head of the church is appointed by the Vatican. Every bishop is appointed by the Vatican. And the property is owned by a local trust, but that local, all the trustees are appointed by the Vatican. And so therefore, indirectly, it is a multinational. And this is a branch office of a multinational. Similarly, if you go to Nagaland, the Baptist Church owns a lot of the US Baptist Church owns a lot of the churches there. So they are part of a global multinational called the Baptist Church. Similarly, the Mormons, they are part of the global Mormon Church. So the Lutherans in India are part of the global Lutheran Church. So these are multinationals. And just like you don't consider an individual restaurant or McDonald's in India to be a minority restaurant and give them minority privileges, in the same way, if you have a church which is part of, it's a branch office of a global multinational, it cannot be considered a minority. So therefore, any church, same would be applying to mosques is my challenge as a discussion topic. If it is independent, it's fine. If it's truly independent, in other words, some group of Indians organize themselves, created a church, and they worship Jesus, that is okay. It is a minority religion because there's only a few of them. But if it is set up as a branch office of a multinational, under their rules of governance, under their ideology, they select the management, they evaluate the management, they hire and fire, they give the funding. It is no different than any other multinational setting up a shop. So I am challenging, I would like people to debate this. I am not wanting any radical position up front, any extreme position. I just want this to become a topic of conversation. So at least people can open the question, who is a minority? And what is the criteria for being a minority? And I would submit that a group should be evaluated not only on their numerical strength locally in India, but on their global strength. If their global strength is they're part of a billion people all over the world, they're just one group, one little branch office of a group, then you have to evaluate their power as a global enterprise, their global power, their global legal power, their global advertising power, political lobbying power, funding power. You have to look at that to decide whether they are really a handicapped minority group or whether they are really very powerful. And this is, if this were done, then the standard and the criteria for who gets to be a minority would change, and it would have to require loyalty. If the loyalty is first to the Indian nation, and it is bottom-up democratic election of who gets to be in charge of the church, then it's different. But if it is top-down appointment, and top-down from the headquarters, which is a foreign country, then I do not believe that such people should be called minorities.